Dad, where have you gone? Nobody knows where you are. Daddy, where are you?
Here's the product for you, the all-new Fuck Off.
Good afternoon and welcome. This is episode 12 of the 4x3 podcast. The beautiful weather is upon us. The mixture of both cold and warm, indicating that spring is around the corner. The year itself has gone relatively quick, and it almost seems like the weathers have mashed into one and we're nearly towards summer. Although it's August, and in a couple of months it will be spring, it will go with a blink of an eye. I'm currently on a weight loss journey, and I do wish I documented this journey, but I don't know. I mean, in my case, I get afraid of failing. And with this, if I were to show the world, or share with the world, as I'm doing now anyway, I feel like I would fail. But so far, so good. And for a documentary, for me to be successful, I feel like I should have started with the higher weight. Now, I was at 106 kilograms, and I've already lost the 10 kilograms I needed to lose to get back to the weight I was before, which was pretty much the base weight that I was at when we moved to our property. And I've only lost weight one single time by mistake, by illness, which a few people I know have lost weight due to illness, and that was sort of the lowest weight I had been in a long time. So within the last 4-year period, the lowest weight I've been is 85 kilograms. I did have a major goal to go lower than that. All in all, I'm not too fussed as long as I can get down to a healthy weight and I can concentrate on good health rather than vanity and all the rest. For a long period of time, it's always been about vanity and just weird attitudes when it comes to gym life and losing weight and being in the fitness, mindset, and having all that confidence in the world to share with others. This time I want long life, health, just to be able to breathe a bit better, actually want to get out of bed and not feel so tired all the time, and just really want to do more. And even if I don't film the journey or what have you, I probably just, continue to share with my audio recordings, and then maybe I'll cut bits and pieces together in one long audio file if I've continued to talk about my weight loss. Now, I might add some key points right now, just in case I do something like that. And that is, for a short minute, I was doing a 24-hour fast every day and then only eating once a day. Then I started, eating more than once, but only little things as well. I'd have my one big meal and then a couple of little things. Now I've sort of, in the last day or two, basically, I forced myself to only eat the one meal per day again. I need to fix my body's habits again, and to make sure I don't slip up and go back to old habits. And a couple of things that are making me succeed this time is, although I will eat the one meal a day, I'll either change it up or have the same thing, but I slip up and then I'll have extra food, but it won't be bad food. It'll be like, I'm going to have heaps of nuts or whatever the fuck, and then I'm going to go have an apple or a banana or just another wrap or something like that. The main point is for me to not engage or indulge in any of the sugar, confectionery and pastries, and basically I was eating a lot. And so, again, I'll try to explain what I mean by a lot. I would purchase like a pack of pies, and I would eat two and a half pies, and I would have ice cream and chocolates and lots of soda and chips, and all that adds up. And I only notice that it adds up because of the limit I've set myself, which is around 2,000 calories a day, or less, if I can help it. I don't know. I don't count them. I don't count them, but I've calculated what each wrap would be. So, like the bread part and the contents within, I would just pretty much make the shit up and say, oh, that's got to be this many calories. And so far I've been okay with that method. And if I know I need to go for a walk to make up for certain things, then I will just go for a walk. And sometimes I've gone for 2 walks a day. I'll either do a 5k walk, or it will just be a 1k walk, or a 2k walk, or not far at all sometimes. And sometimes I'll lift like shitty little weights, dumbbells, and I won't do much exercise. It'll just to keep my body moving like an old man, you know. And so far, I don't know if the scale's wrong. It feels so criminal and wrong, because I do check every single day, and I have for however long it is, and it's going down pretty well. And I need to check the scale every day just to know that if I do screw up, I need to work on it and figure out what have I done. And then try and fix that mistake a little bit, and then check it again the next day and hope for the best. And so far it's been good, and there's been a couple of moments where I was going to give up. And like, at the end of each day, I say to myself, oh, I think I've eaten too much today. I think that tomorrow I'm not going to have a good result. But so far, so good. So today I had like a 2 wrap thing. So 2 pieces of wrap bread, fried salami, like a little pack thingy, I don't know what they are, the sliced salami in the little packs, some tasty cheese, shredded cheese on top, and a bunch of salad like spinach and oh god, what's the other one? The spicy one, the cabbage, that's the one. Cabbage with some mayo. And so the wraps will be like 250 each, just for the wrap bits, the piece of bread. And whatever the content will be, so that will be like rounded off to less than 1,000 calories. And then, of course, I've had an energy drink, which is like 200 calories, and then I've had a juice, which is like 450 calories, and then I had what's it called? Just then I put 2 bananas in with, what's that shit called? Almond milk and some ice, and I blitzed the crap out of that. So that, I don't know, could be 300 calories. And then I had some nuts. So, like, I mean, if I think it's too much, I'll just say 2,300 calories or whatever. And I'll even have a KFC once a week, and that will be like probably 2,000 calories in one meal. I guess, yeah. I've looked into how many calories KFC is. Sometimes I just have the burger, and that's not many, and then I'll have half a thing of chips and, little bits of chicken, and that will only be under 2,000 calories, I reckon. Well, from what I've looked up anyway. And I haven't had any issues with that, because I'm not eating the KFC every day, even though I shouldn't be eating it at all, but whatever, I don't recommend eating it, is what I'm trying to say. The other reason I think it's being successful so far is because I usually fail after 1 month, and I haven't been keeping track on how long I've been doing this at all. I don't know how long I've been doing it. I'm trying not to get disheartened, and so far it's working okay, and I'm trying to do it so that, like, if I fail one day, I just know I've maintained the calories, and it might show a little bit higher on the next weigh-in, which is the next bloody day. But anyway, and then, if I screw up, it's in a good way rather than a bad way. I mean, the meals are getting boring as fuck, but it's just a solid mix between, like, the bread and just the salad and whatnot. And sometimes I'll just have a salad with no bread, and then fruit and nuts and whatnot. I try to mix it up a little bit, and it would be nice to just have a couple days there where I just have like a smoothie and some juice. But it's hard. I would have to fast for a couple days again. The first time we started, I was able to fast for the first, 2 days at a time. And yeah, I feel like that 10 kilograms lost was like some sort of water weight. Just all this bloat from a while ago. So that's where I'm at on my little journey so far, and I would like to document this, but I guess I don't know if I'm going to succeed or not. It would be nice to aim for another 20 kilogram loss. The other thing too is just keeping my mouth shut with like neighbours and any other people I know other than this. Whoever's listening to this would know. I don't try to talk about it with anyone, especially anyone who's negative. And I don't really have anyone to say it to, but that's another reason why it's successful. And because there's a lot of people that they'll just get negative, and you want to shelter yourself and try and work it out almost on your own. But it's a slow journey, and it could end at any time, and that would be pretty shitty, but that's just life, to be honest. Now, I want to talk about the oddities surrounding eBay, selling, purchasing, and in the general sense of buying products online to begin with. Now, I sell on eBay and I don't make that much money. And with eBay, they changed their system to work with the tax man. And what this means is I now have to show my identity or share my identity with this company, and they are supposed to forward that to the government. And I don't know what happens. I don't know what will happen. eBay for a lot of people is not about making a lot of money, but to sell all your shitty stuff in your garage. But anyway, for the first time in a long time, I did sign up with eBay again, and I was hesitant to do so, but it seems like the easiest marketplace to use and actually successfully sell your shit. And it always has been, but I didn't agree to any of the rules, and I found out almost recently that someone else I know who's been an eBay member for ages, they never had to share their identity with eBay, and they were able to sell continuously without any payments being held. And that's the other thing. These days, when you become a seller on eBay, you have to have your money withheld for up to 20 or 30 days even. And you have to build your rapport or the trust with eBay. Now, I already did that a long while ago, but for some reason, they started me again, and they forced me to start again. And with that, I had to send products for Australia Post or whatever courier service it might be for anyone, and basically without receiving any money from the get-go. So if you sell something that's $50 and you need the money, you're not going to see it for 21 to 30 days. You sell something for $100 or you sell something real fast you want to sell, don't expect to get the money straight away. I don't know if this works with every person, from person to person. I don't know if it's just me. I have had faults within my eBay account in the past. So, to be honest, I didn't think I would be able to sell again. I have made a mistake or two on there. Just by dumb idiocy, being an idiot, really. And now I'm very honest on there. If I'm selling a product that isn't quite, working or anything like that, or its condition or whatever, I'd just be honest. Just say what it is, value the price of what it is in that state, and that's it. So yeah, I've only just been able to sell after many months. I've only just been able to, receive my money instantly into my account. So I guess I've built that trust, and I don't know if I go into, limbo, or if I decide not to sell for a while. I don't know if they try to start that process again. I'm not sure. Trying to, I'm not really trying to be successful on there at all, because that would require so much bloody effort. It's just to make a couple of bucks. Anyway, the other part is postage costs and how you set your listings. Now, for me, if I'm selling trading cards like Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z and Yu-Gi-Oh! And things like that, I am basing my prices on eBay prices and most certainly sold prices. Now, a lot of people like me like to sell their products with free postage written in the description. It entices people to come to my page, and they are getting they're getting the deal, that whatever it is. Okay, I'll say it like this: they think they're getting a good deal because they're being enticed, right? You go to the store, oh, that's 90 cents, 99 cents, or whatever sales tactic you go with. I'd rather do that than show them what the product is worth realistically and then trying to charge them postage. I don't know. Anyway, this is sort of annoying because most of the prices aren't really what the product is worth. They are what people price them at plus postage included. So realistically, for a single trading card, it's going to cost me at least $1.50 in stamps, which is one single stamp, and an envelope, so you've got to include the envelope costs, and the sleeve that it comes with, and any cardboard that I send the product in. And then eBay takes their little fee, so almost certainly if I sell a $3 card, I'm left with less than probably $1.20 or something like that. In reality, so $1.50, and then you got the $1.50, and yeah, so probably it could be actually a lot less than that. Maybe like less than $1. It could be 90 cents. I don't know. I'll have to double check that one, but eBay does take a certain percentage, so it could even be like $1.20. But still, realistically, eBay prices and, you know, trying to match them with yours. If you're doing free postage, then yeah, it's going to need to include how much it costs to send the item. And that also includes higher priced, heavier, higher dimension, you know, weight, size, whatever you want to call it. That has to come into consideration. Now, small businesses, this is very difficult, but large-scale businesses, they have their shit sorted out, so it doesn't cost them that much to deliver. And they would sell a high number of products to the point where it's cheaper to get a courier, or, you know, it goes from one center to another, and they have a better deal with, you know, the postal services and things like that, and back-end couriers and whatever. There's always like an in-between middleman before it hits Australia Post or something like that. And I think we've got like 3 different couriers that deal with Australia Post before Australia Post delivers to the area. So, yeah. And, for example, recently, I put a product up there for $50, and although it seems like that was the value based on sold prices, in reality, it cost me $25 to ship, and eBay took their share based on the net I made, which is, I think, or the gross amount, or whatever it is, based on the whole dollar that I made. And then I'm left with like $18 out of the $50. And the reason why it cost $25 in shipping is because of the dimensions. Now, it weighed shit fuck all, but it was a sort of like a large square. So it had to fit in something quite big. And that's the thing. There's a little tricky thing that Australia Post does, where they'll set their weight up to 22 kilograms or 25 kilograms or whatever it might be, and you can pay like $10.95 for smaller items that like get up to 25 kilos or whatever. Oh, sorry, did I say $10.95? Yeah, well, that's possible for like single items or whatnot. But as soon as you, which I found out, go on a larger scale, but you're still like under the kilogram weight, it costs a lot more. But on that same level, I could have purchased a box and sent a bunch of shit in it. I don't know if I got ripped off with postage. I don't have a clue. I know that I have family that sends me packages, and they'll send a large box, and there'll be a bunch of shit in it, and it won't weigh anywhere near 25 kilograms, and it only costs $25, maximum $28, and I sent an item that, if you look at it, you would say, how the fuck did that cost $25? It was so light. It wasn't overly big, maybe bigger than a car steering wheel. Like, oh fuck, they're all different sizes, aren't they? Shit. My point is, it was very light, and the dimensions weren't too much bigger than one of the boxes that cost $25 that a bunch of shit could have been posted in. But anyway. And, yeah, sending cards is difficult if you're sending single cards. I mean, it would be great if I could set everything to $1. And then everyone purchases a bunch of cards. But I don't have that guarantee, and I don't know how to do that. And that sort of would save a lot of cost. But yeah, I mean, I'll get on to buying products online. I've had this problem recently with trying to buy something at a physical store for items that anyone can purchase, and you'd think you'd be able to purchase it in a store. So for example, looking for a lens. Well, lenses are popular. I paid a fuck ton for a lens, well, not a fuck ton, but you know, yeah, I wouldn't say that much. I paid a little bit. It was about $500, fucking hell, for a lens. And you'd think, because of the price point, I'd be able to purchase it in the store. Unfortunately not. And trying to find that online, I struggled to find it within Australia, I struggled to find it within my state, and I struggled to find a reputable company that sold the lens that I was looking for, that I could trust to send it without any damage. And I've had that problem with now purchasing a microphone, a new microphone. It's been delayed by over 1 week, and I had troubles finding it in a physical store. Well, I mean, it's possible that it was, but a lot of them have warehouses too, which they send online, like send it through the mail. And I had trouble finding a reputable company that would send the product, and having trouble finding a fair price. Most of them were reasonably priced, and they were all across the board the same price. Most of those companies had some sort of problem where I couldn't buy it correctly or some sort of shit like that. And some of them had bad reviews, and I don't know, but I found something that had 5 stars, and now I've been waiting nearly 1 week to receive that product. So hopefully that comes tomorrow. That would be very good. So it's really hard in this day and age where we're supposed to be technologically advanced, yet we're so far behind and delayed in the banking system and with delivering products worldwide. Everything is still not instant. Like, for example, I can drive 4.5 hours to Melbourne and pick up something where it would take 3 days just to receive that item because there's all these middlemen and it's got to go from this place to that place and that place, which is fucking mind-boggling and just weird. And I know it's a whole process, but it just still makes me just go, what the fuck? Because I'm sure the mail service has been the same as it's been for 20 years with no advancements at all whatsoever, other than maybe computer programs or, I don't know, upgrades in computers and so-called back-end crap that the public don't necessarily know or understand or give a shit about. But sending a basic letter or a parcel shouldn't take 3 fucking days. I mean, sometimes I've even purchased stuff from Melbourne and it's something from like Sydney's come quicker than from Melbourne, so what the fuck is going on, you know? Well, you know, fuck. Right now I'm trying to plant fruit trees and random bush tucker plants and I don't know. I'm trying to max out my trees this year. Because every year so far that I've lived here, I have not been bothered, or I've not wanted to pay so much in trees, or for trees rather, and I don't know, just every year I get lazy, and the more lazy I get, the less of a fruit I'm going to have. So it's been nearly 4 years here, and I've noticed some beautiful growth in a lot of the other trees that were here already, to the point where I've got some nice wattle, some elderberries, some nice gum trees, different types of flowers, and you know, you can certainly tell the progress over the 4 years. Had I planted fruit trees 4 years ago, I might have fruit right now, but instead I went with the train of like, you know, I've got to grow vegetables in the fucking ground. I mean, that's cool and all, but shit, it's like the most failures come from trying to turn the soil and grow organically and grow and get a compost going and doing all this dumb nightmare shit, when I can just plant a tree and slap on some fertilizer and water it every now and then and get it to good growth, and then it will give me trees for the rest of my fucking life. And I've wasted 4 years. Well, I wouldn't say I've wasted. I've spent 4 years doing the same thing over and over again and going absolutely insane. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you for listening, and I am out.